Good morning, first graders. I wanted to go over a couple of things with you um, uh, that I have seen and graded, but also too what you have for the rest of this week. You took your test yesterday. Today you're doing the worksheet you usually do for the test today. And then tomorrow you have lesson 139 and Friday you have 140. I thought about stopping and starting to review what we have learned for the whole year, but I think I'm going to continue because there's things on here I feel like we need to continue practicing on and doing and learning for you to enter second grade. And then I'll stop and I'll start reviewing. Okay. So some of the lessons I might skip just to get to some new stuff. So if the lessons are not in order, I did it on purpose. Okay. I'm just saying I might. I haven't really sat down and really looked at it closely because I have changed a lot of stuff. So I'm just letting y'all know. But I thought too it'd be nice on test days if they just had the test and not the worksheet. And I apologize. Maybe I should have done that in the very beginning. But I was trying to get to things that we need to learn. So anyways, with that said, let's look at some things that I saw that some of us are having trouble with. And that is the clock. I don't have my big clock with me. It's at school. So I drew a clock. Okay. And where I see a lot of problems, for one, is knowing which hand is for what. We're still having trouble with that. So the long hand is your hour hand. Your short hand, excuse me. Your short hand is your hour hand. Your long hand is your minute hand. Okay? So it goes short hand, which is your hour, and your long hand, which equals your minute. Okay? So I put that there. So your hour goes first, then it's your minute. So your first, you want to look at the hour hand and then look at the minute hand. And if you draw a line, you see that it's not right on the 2 straight in the middle. It is on the 2 a little bit, but not all the way. So that tells me it's still 1 o'clock. I have not gotten to 2 o'clock yet. Now it's gotten closer to 2 because it's about to be 2 o'clock. Remember, that is the trick. That's so tricky and hard. So some of y'all, I see you're drawing your line, and I like that because you're listening to what I had taught you, but it has to be right in the middle, okay? Because if it was 55, because my long hand, which is my minute, is on the 11, that means it's 55. So that means in 5 more minutes, it's going to be 2 o'clock. So it would not be 2:55, because if it was 2:55, this little hand would be just like it is on the 2. It would be just like that on the 3, okay, guys? Because it gets, remember how I showed you we moved it every minute and how closer and closer it got each minute we moved, how much closer it got to that next hour, okay? Kind of remember that. Look at it, study it, okay? But no, short hand, hour hand, long hand, minute hand. We're getting those confused, okay? Some of us. So this right here is telling me that it's 1:55. So you would say 1:55. Just like that. Now also too, no, it's just like your money. You have two numbers behind those two dots. If it was on your one, you would put 105. You would put 05 there, okay? Because it has to be two numbers. Okay, and then remember, starting with 1, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. And then, of course, that's 60, but it's o'clock, okay, when it's on the 12th. Okay, so remember that. If you have to write that out like that underneath each number, do that if it helps you. I don't mind, okay? I don't mind whatsoever. So let's try to learn these as we're learning our addition and our subtraction facts too. I think the dollar store has some time cards. If not, I might have some you can borrow to learn it, okay? Just like you learn your facts, okay? We have to learn this clock. It's not going anywhere, okay? We use this every day. But also too, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it in 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade. We're gonna continue to work with the clock, okay? So it's very important. And then our sign, our less than, greater than, and equal sign. Well, we all know equal means that it equals. It's the same. Your greater sign is where it's opening up to the larger number, right? The alligator's hungry. It wants the larger number. So it's going to open up. It's going to eat up that bigger number. Your less than's pointing to the smaller number. Okay? It's pointing to the smaller number. We're doing great on numbers, as in counting by twos, before and after. Y'all are doing real good on that. You're carrying over. Y'all are doing wonderful with that. I am so pleased. Just remember, the box might go away eventually, okay? It's not going to always be there to remind you that you're carrying that number over, okay? And remember to always add that number first, okay? Add it first, because when you add from top to bottom, okay? Okay, excuse me. All right. So on lesson 139. So lesson 139, you're counting by twos. You're telling me the sign that's missing, and then you're matching up the clocks, the digital clocks with the regular clocks. And then you also have your greater than and less than. And then something's new today, and that is on your word problems. Your word problems, okay? Word problems can be tricky, and they do try to trick you. Okay, so today what you're going to learn is that sometimes word problems put facts in there that you do not need to know. That it's asking you a question, but the information they gave you is not what you needed. It gave you extra information, or it didn't give you enough information. Okay. So let's look at one and listen. It has, Jenny has a dime, a penny, and a quarter in her pocket. She plans to buy a pencil for 26 cents. What coin is not needed? Well, 26 cents. She has a dime, a penny, and a quarter. Well, a quarter's 25 cents. If we add the penny, that would make 26 cents. If we had the dime and the penny, that's 10 plus 1 is 11. So we don't want that. We want 26 cents. If we did the 25 cents with the dime, that's 10 cents, that's going to give you 45 cents. So which coin do we not need? We don't need the dime because we could just use the quarter with the penny to make 26 cents. Thomas has a pencil, a piece of paper, and an apple on his desk. He needs to write the answer to a small oral combination. What does he not need? He has a pencil, a piece of paper, and an apple on his desk. What does he not need to write an oral combination his teacher's telling him? He doesn't need the apple. The apple will not help him with that combination, now would it? He has to write it, so he needs the pencil and the paper. Mom, Dad, Alex, Springer, and the twins are ready to leave for church. Who should not go to church? Springer. Springer should not go to church because I guess Springer is the dog. Don't like that, how they did that, but okay. Springer. Okay, so let's look on the back of the worksheet, page 278 on lesson 139. Number 2, circle the fact in the story problem that is not needed. Then write the answer to the combination. Alex rode his bike 3 blocks. Tina and Tanya each rode their bikes 4 blocks. How many blocks did Tina and Tanya ride all together? First off, who do we not need to know about? Who are they asking to know about? They're asking to know about Tina and Tanya, how many blocks they rode together, not Alex. So you would circle Alex rode his bike 3 blocks. Then you're going to work the problem. They're asking you, how many blocks did Tina and Tanya ride all together? All together is your clue word on knowing what operation to do. All together means you're going to add. They want to know all together, so you're putting it all together. So you're adding them together. Now, how many blocks did they tell us that Tina and Tanya rode? It says that they rode their bikes 4 blocks each. Each is telling you that Tanya rode 4 blocks and Tina rode 4 blocks. They both did each. So 4 plus 4. The second one says, Dad worked in the yard for 5 hours. Mom worked in the yard for 4 hours. Alex worked in the yard for 3 hours. How many more hours did Dad work in the yard than Alex? So what information do we not need to know in this problem? Because they're asking us about Dad and Alex. But there's another person in there they told us about. They told us about Mom. Mom worked in the yard for 4 hours. We don't need to know how long Mom worked, so you would circle that sentence right there. We don't need that. That was just extra information. Because the question is asking us about Dad and Alex. Okay? They're wanting to know how many more hours did Dad work in the yard than Alex? Okay? So that's your clue word. How many more? You're going to subtract because you're going to find the difference in how many hours Dad worked. Okay? So you're going to subtract. And Dad worked how many hours? Dad worked 5 hours. Alex worked 3 hours. So how many more hours did Dad work? 5 minus 3. Yeah, the cows are right there. Okay, then on lesson 140, you're doing temperature. I think y'all can do that. Then you're matching your money. $50. $50. I don't have one to show you, but $50 is a little bit bigger than a quarter, and it's silver, okay? And it is worth 50 cents because half of $1 is 50 because you need 50 and 50 to make $1. So half of $1 is 50. So a $50 coin is 50 cents. That's what it's worth. 50 cents. $50. Okay? A $50 coin is pretty much 2 quarters in one. So it's 50 cents. Okay? It's 50 cents. So if I had two $50, if I had 50 cents and 50 cents, how much money would I have? $1. $1. Three quarters. 25, 50, 75. $1. So how many quarters is 75 cents? 3. 3 quarters is 75 cents. Dimes, you're counting by tens. So if you had 9 dimes, if you put 9 fingers out and you count by tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 90 cents. The same way with your nickels. Your nickels are 5 cents a piece. So you will count by fives. Okay, well, what do they say? You have 10 nickels. So let's count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 10 nickels are 50 cents. 9 dimes are 90 cents. 3 quarters is 75 cents. And 2 $50 are $1. Okay? Because they're 50 cents a piece. Okay? Then I think everything else you're counting by tens, 100 to 10 backwards. So you're starting with 100 and you're going backwards to 10. Okay? Y'all can do that. Then you have some story problems your parents are going to say to you, and you're going to answer them with number 2. And then number 3, your parents are going to tell you the time, and you are going to show me the minute hand. The hour hand's already there for you, so you're going to show me the minute hand. On number 4, it says, mark the circle under the fact that does not belong. Now, this right here is doing what I do on the board almost every day with y'all, and that is your family. Now, you have 3 plus 4 equals 7. Well, is 7 minus 3 equal 4 part of that family? Look at it. Well, it is, because here's your 7, there's your 7, there's your subtraction sign, there's your 3, and there's your 4. It has the same numbers. So yes, they are in a family. Is 2 plus 5 equals 7 in the same family as these two? Well, do I have a 2? No. Do I have a 5? No. But I do have a 7 in both of them. But I don't have the 2 or the 5. So no, it doesn't belong in this family. And then you have one more. What about 7 minus 4 equals 3? Does that belong? Does it belong with the 2 plus 5 equals 7? Well, there's a 7. Is there a 4 or 2, 5 or 3? No. So they don't belong. Does this belong over here? Well, there's my 7, there's my 7, there's my 4, there's my 4, there's my 3, there's my 7, there's my 4, and there's my 3. So, yeah, these 3 are a family. This one does not belong. Okay, so that's how you do that. So this right here, 2 plus 5 equals 7, does not belong in that family. So think about the family, how I do that. See, your other one would have been 4 plus 3 equals 7. Okay, it's like what we do on the dice when you give me the 2 addition facts and the 2 subtraction facts. Okay, it's the same thing. All right. I think that's it for today. On Monday, I'll come back and we'll go over fractions and just continue to go on learning, which there's nothing really new until maybe next Tuesday or so, but I'll keep coming on to keep reviewing with your fractions and all that and your clocks. Okay? But other than that, y'all are doing a wonderful job. Everyone's doing really, really good. Just watch your signs, okay, when y'all are doing y'all's drills. That's the only thing I ask. Watch your signs because some of y'all are subtracting when you're supposed to be adding. So just look at your sign. Okay, look to see what you're doing. Alrighty, if y'all have any questions, you can call, text, email, FaceTime. I'm here to help, okay? I hope everybody has a nice rest of the week and weekend, and I will be back on Monday. And stay well, alrighty? Bye.